What's up, world? How you guys doing? This topic is gonna be about time. Make sure you guys are taking your time. We're gonna be discussing on another subject as well this time. I want to talk about freedom. I want to talk about certain things you gotta do or not even just certain things you gotta do. Like we're in a time right now where you know, I don't know what country you're from or what country you're in, but for the most countries, for the most parts, um, fortunately, a lot of times, um, you were not forced to work in certain environments anymore. Thankfully, um, for you guys out there that's feeling like you don't really have the freedom to do what you please, or feeling like feeling aggravated at work or feeling aggravated at school. I'm just here to tell you guys like freedom and time go hand in hand. It takes time to obtain freedom. Um, and also, you got to be willing to, when you get this freedom, like understand that with freedom, being able to do what we want when we want, it still necessary comes to, or what I can say is natural, true freedom is through the mind. You know what I mean? What do I mean by that? It's like I could be free physically, right? But if mentally I'm always entrapped and thinking about things and I'm not free. You know what I mean? What I can say is if you want to cover all your bases and you want to establish a discipline rule, and let's say you have 24 hours in a day, and if you could, you know, ask yourself like, what would you do in that 24 hours, right? Like realistically, what would you do in that 24 hours? Now, just because you're not maybe at that job no more and you work for yourself doesn't mean that your day is going to be sitting on a beach with palm trees and a daiquiri or whatever, and sipping coconut juice. You know what I mean, or coconut water, because you got to build yourself up to that level. Not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying that you will feel more at vacation kind of vibe when you work hard. Um, this is just for people, like I said, that's in situations. I just want to be reminded to you guys that the reason why you're working hard right now is to seek the fruits in the end. Because the fruits are so much sweeter when you work for them. You know what I mean? It's like it's like TV, right? Just think of it like a weekend. Um, let's say you had all week to watch TV. You get bored watching TV, right? You get bored of it. You're tired of watching it. You feel like you're always watching TV. You're tired of it. You don't want to watch TV no more. Versus if you've been working all week, working hard on something, it doesn't necessarily be at a job, but you've just been working hard all day, not even all week, all day, and your job is finished, all your work's done. You sit down and you lay up in bed and you watch that TV show. That TV show feels so much better than if you was him watching TV all day. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to get you guys to really understand. Like, it's really like that. Like, it really comes down to the work ethic that you put in. If you would like to come away from your job and there's an opportunity, and always look, if you're at a job right now, right, and you wish not be there anymore, what I can say is look at your situation as far as your living expenses. See where you can, what can you give up? Like, if you stay with somebody where you not gotta pay all this money in rent, because there's a lot of people spending a lot of money in rent, that have to, of course, the more money you have to pay out every month, the more money you have to make, thereby the more time you have to trade in for that money. So it's a matter of just seeing what your expenses are, like fully, and then kind of making this slight tweaks to get more time off, or make sure that you guys are applying finances to, because freedom is broke. Like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Freedom, not as broke, but it's you're no longer getting paid for your time once you're free. So there is no more matching out money for the time. So it's like when you have freedom, you gotta make sure that you're always on point. Like for me with this YouTube thing, I'm gotta be always on point. Or I'm still gotta have a structured schedule. That way, I'm not feeling drained. You know, when I hop on her, or if I'm not consistent, I'm not trying to hop on her and cross my fingers that it grows where I will feel more free in my mind knowing that if I just post a video, you know, around the same time, like I have a legitimate schedule. Seem like if I was working for somebody else, I apply the same skills. So what I'm just letting you guys know is ensure that whatever it is that you want to do, right? You think it through, right? Because you know you're gonna have to make sacrifices sometimes. Sometimes you might have to miss out on a paycheck or two. Sometimes you know you might have to struggle a little bit to really and truly. It doesn't necessarily have to be a struggle. Meaning like, okay, say if you're working at a job and you're so used to having a paycheck, you might have to give out a paycheck. You know what I'm saying, for some time. You might not see a paycheck for a year. So you might have to just start saving up your money. You might, but God might put you in a position where you meet a partner, you know what I mean, or you guys, you know, get together and maybe, you know, they work for a year, you build your stuff, or vice versa. So you really just never know. But what I can say, like I said, freedom is a lot to do with mentality, um, because once you start thinking freely, your situation becomes more free. Like for an example, if you start thinking strict on yourself, like, oh, I have to have this job is everything. What happens is you get so comfortable with the paycheck. But if you think freely, like, look, I'm just here for you know, for the experience. When you put in that notice, you're not thinking about the money because you understand that, well, if all fails, I can go live in a tent. I can live in my car. I can live on the streets because you'll still be living. These are the things you have to accept when it comes down to being free sometimes. That's why I say, like, be strategic about it. You know what I mean? Really sit there and plan out how much hours do you have to put in, how much money do you have to put in, how much, you know what I mean? Really sit down and just think. And then make sure you guys are working for the experience, not necessarily working to gain finances. The finances come afterwards, the reward. Like even if you're a YouTuber or if you decide to do YouTube, make sure you guys are doing it as a craft. Make sure that, yeah, it's okay to, you know, want the benefits. Everybody wants benefits, but make sure whatever you do it as a lifestyle. You know, it could be working out. Make sure you just enjoy the process of it, not trying to get big or not trying to hit a certain. Because once you try and you get disappointed if it doesn't work out, and now you're not free in your mind because all you're thinking about is that specific thing you're trying to achieve. I mean, you can just enjoy it and live life. You know, that's true freedom. That's true, like vacations. Vacations are not meant to be strategic. They're meant to just being joyful. So yes, you guys want to be strategic, but make sure you guys are thinking freely. Be strategic in your planning so that when you go to work, you're not thinking strategically at work. You're just thinking free. You're just there to enjoy yourself, do what you got to do, and get up out of there when you can, right? That's all I want to share with you guys, but it does take time. That's why I mentioned the word time in the beginning of the video. It does take time, but just ride with it. Takes a while, but it will happen. It's not gonna happen overnight, and I would rather it not, because the more training you get, the more prepared you are, right? It's like anybody that goes military training. The more training you get, the more prepared you are. So don't get mad if it takes a year, because that just means you're just as strong. Y'all gonna see it for me personally. Like, it might take me a year to get these videos off the ground or whatever, but I will be a lot stronger. And I make sure you guys are putting that effort into doing things that are gonna change your life. Like me, I changed my mentality up. I'm picking up books now. I'm reading books. You know what I mean? If I'm, you know, instead of scrolling on my phone, I'm putting my phone on. I'm reading a book. I'm gonna tell you guys this because it's like real things that could change your lives. The things you do, the things you do really do change your life. So You know, I've been starting to do that more, and been starting to do a lot more meditation. Not like all day meditation, but like takes 15, 17 minutes, listen to an affirmation while I'm standing outside, and just kind of just keep your body at ease, you know. So there's a lot of cool tricks that I've learned, and I encourage you guys to not only learn new tricks but adapt to them and hold on to them. Like, make sure you guys are not learning them and letting them go. Make sure you're holding into them and you're not letting them go. You are holding this things, there's information, these skills, these tips tight, and you're utilizing them in your everyday lives. But this is all I got for you guys today. The message of today is freedom takes time. That is the message. Freedom takes time. It does. But just be patient. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like this video if you find it helpful. Also, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I will see you guys in the next video.